Good morning. So I'm like super late today. What is going on? Well, the evening and the morning didn't go as planned. Sometimes that happens. So what do you do when that happens? What do you do when there's a surprise and all of a sudden the way that you had things figured out suddenly isn't going to work out and life's going to go in a different direction? First of all, how often is that going to happen? It's going to happen all the time. That's part of the deal. That's part of life. And so one of the things we've talked about with regards to your planning system is the priorities. Plan different times for them. So if you've got something big that needs to be done this week or next week, schedule like 3 different times during the week where you can do it. First of all, figure out how long is it going to actually take me to do this particular project? Realistically, is it 20 minutes? Is it 2 hours? Whatever it is. What do you got? 1,440 minutes in a day. So there's certainly enough time. And then schedule it more than once. The other thing to remember is people that achieve outcomes that we talk about, they put first things first. That was one of Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And it's a great thing to remember. So even if the day gets thrown off and the evening gets thrown off, you're still going to do certain things in order to take care of yourself. You're going to do your exercise. You're going to do your whatever it is that you do, meditation, incantations, reviewing of goals. You got to put the priorities ahead of other stuff because life's going to get busy. Things are going to come up. Stuff is going to happen. People who maintain their health and their weight and are in really good shape, they don't compromise. They exercise no matter what. They food prep no matter what. And the great thing about getting that going in your life is it kind of forces you to organize everything else. I mean, one of the things you'll hear from people who lose a significant amount of weight is they'll tell you other areas of my life fell into place. Well, that's because in order to get that weight down, they had to schedule things. They had to start to control their environment. They had to start putting themselves first, which meant they had to organize other stuff. And when they organized other stuff, they became more efficient. So suddenly they've got more time with their kids. They're a better parent. They've got more time to get their work done the way they need to get it done. So health is a great place to start because it kind of forces you to organize everything else. If you're going to decide, okay, I'm going to exercise every day or 5 days a week, and I'm going to eat healthy except for like one ZAG day a week, that's going to force you to organize most other things in your life. And when you do, you're going to get more efficient at them and you're going to get better at them. So when things come up and life goes sideways, which is going to happen on a regular basis, remember to put first things first. Remember to figure out, okay, what are the things that have to happen? And that's going to be on my schedule no matter what. Those things are going to happen. And then I'm going to deal with the rest of this. And as we talked about a week ago or 2 weeks ago, when you've got something big that needs to be done, schedule it more than once. Don't just put one place for it to get done. Put 2 or 3 places in a week for it to get done. And if you get it done in the first place and the first time that you have scheduled, great. Then you've got time to move on to the next thing. Remember I got this idea from my coach to pick 3 goals each year and to rotate. So for 1 month, you work on one goal. The next month, you work on the next goal. The next month, you focus on the next goal. Then you're at the end of the quarter, you reevaluate. Then you start over again. Typically, by the end of the second quarter, you've achieved the majority of those goals, and you no longer are in a situation where you need to worry about them, and you can move on to the next goals. It does not take you a year in order to get that done. So put first things first. Schedule the things that are priorities. Make them a must. Figure out when your time is that you can control in order to do those particular things. And then go from there. And that's what people who achieve their outcomes do. And they do it not just on a regular basis, they do it all the time. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. We're all in this together. Let's take care of each other.